Hi, good morning. Last class we were discuss about pointers. What is pointer and how we will declare pointers and which symbol we will use for declaring pointers and how we will access the address of a variable using pointer and also how we will access the data using pointer. So these are all the things that we were discussed. We already discussed. So next topic is about null pointer. Null pointer. What may be the meaning of null? Null means nothing. Okay. So here null pointer actually it is a pointer. Here in null pointer, it the pointer that does not have that does not point any memory location. Then we can say that pointer is a null pointer. Okay, that means the pointer that does not point any memory location. That means the pointer whose value is null. That is what null pointer. We know that what pointer is a variable which is used to point another memory location. That we already studied. That pointer is used to point the memory location. Here, in null pointer, it does not point any memory location. That means the value of that null pointer is equal to null. A pointer that does not assign any value but null. Okay, so that is what the null pointer. Sometimes question may ask for 3 marks question. Explain about null pointer. Then you have write these points. Okay, null pointer is a pointer that does not point to any memory location. Okay, a pointer that is not assigned any value, but it is assigned with a null. Okay, so that is what the null pointer. Then in some situations, suppose if you don't have any address to be specified in the pointer at that time at that time of declaration, okay, that means while declaring, for what is the use of pointer, we studied that pointer is used to point the address of another time. So while declaring the pointer, if you don't have any address to be specified, then you can assign the initial value of that pointer is equal to null. Okay, so that is what null. The main use of null is it is used to initialize a pointer variable when the pointer does not point to a valid memory location. Okay, so in that case, we can use null pointer. That means it is used to initialize a pointer variable when the pointer does not point to a valid memory location. And also, it is used to perform error handling with the pointer before dereferencing the pointers. And also, it is passed as a function argument and to return from a function when we do not want to pass the actual memory address. Okay, so these are the use of our null pointer. We need to remember that null pointer is a pointer that does not point to any valid memory location and whose value is null. That is why we will call it as null pointer. It is not pointing any value. Okay, so this is how we will initialize the null value to a pointer. Okay, this is the syntax. This is an example. Okay, so for initializing null value to a pointer, first we need to write the data type. So here we are declaring an integer type data type. Okay, so for that, first we need to write int, then put an asterisk symbol, that is our star, then p. That means p is a pointer of type integer. Okay, then is equal to, we are using the value null. Okay, so null, that means p is a pointer whose value is null. That is this pointer does not point any memory location. Okay, that is the pointer P, which does not point any any valid memory location, because whose value is null. Okay, so that is what the null pointer. Okay, null pointer is a pointer. It does not point any memory location. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, here we can see this is an example that we are not using null pointer, and this will be we are using null pointer. We can see what is the difference between when we are using null pointer and when we are not using null pointer. Okay. Suppose here in this example you can see that first hash include stdio.h and all that, you know that. Okay, so inside the main program I have declared a pointer ptr. Okay, in the star ptr. Okay, in the star ptr. Okay, so after that you are trying to display the address of ptr. So whenever if you create a pointer type value, what will happen? It will create a memory location, isn't it? It will create a memory location. Sorry, it will create a memory location like this. Okay, it will create a memory location whose name is what, p, and type is what, integer type. Okay, and one more thing will be there, whose memory location address, say it is 1001. Oh, so this is what happening after declaring the pointer pt. Okay, then you are trying to print the address of the ptr. Okay, then it will print the 1001. Okay, then after that you are trying to print the value, that is star ptr. What is the meaning of star ptr? What is the meaning of star ptr? Star ptr, it will print the value of the address that is stored in the memory location, this p. But here in this case we are not initialized any value with this pointer p. That means when you are trying to print star ptr, then it will give you an error. That means dereferencing the illegal point, because we have not given any valid memory location, memory address to this pointer, isn't it? So you will get an error. Okay, so dereferencing the illegal pointer, they will show like that, because you are trying to display a value that is not assigned, whose address is not assigned in that memory location p. Okay, so it will get a dereferencing illegal pointer. Then suppose the same example, how it will perform if you assign a null value to this ptr. We can see. Okay, here the same example I am rearranging by using null point. Here what I have done, while initializing the, while declaring the ptr itself, I am giving a value that is equal to null. Okay, that means it will get a value null. Null. Okay. Then we can check a condition. If ptr not equal to null, then we can print the value. If ptr not equal to null means it may have some address, isn't it? We can print some value. Else we can say that this is invalid pointer. Okay. So this is the use of null pointer. Okay. This is the use of null pointer. Okay, so what is null pointer? Null pointer is a pointer that does not point to any memory location, whose value is null. Okay, whose assigned value is null. Okay, we are not assigning any value, but we will assign it with null. We can say like that. We are not assigning any value to that memory location, but we will assign it with null. Okay, so this is the syntax for this is the example for assigning null value to a pointer. This will be the programming example for null pointer. Okay, clear? So then next one we can next topic is array accessing using pointer. array access using pointer. Before that, what is array? What do you mean by an array? Anybody? Then only we can access the array by using pointer. Isn't it? Tell me, what do you mean by an array? Anybody? What do you mean by an array? What is an array? Anybody? What is an array? Arya Suresh. What do you mean by an array? Arya Suresh. കേൾക്കുന്നില്ലേ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത്? ഞാൻ ഓഡിയബിൾ അല്ലേ നിങ്ങൾക്ക്? അബിൻ വി കെ
അറിയില്ല.
അറിയില്ല. Then tell me, what is an array? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, collection of data. Correct. It is a collection of data of same element. Okay, same type. Okay, that is what array. It is a collection of data of same type. We can say it is a homogeneous data structure because all the elements in that arrays are of same type. Okay, correct answer. Okay, now we can see how we will access the array using pointer. That is what the question. Okay, we need to access the value. Accessing array means we need to access the values that is present in the array, isn't it? Okay, so by using pointer, how we will access the value? So suppose here, consider an example here. You can see here is an array ARR of size 5. Okay, here the arrays are integer type array. Okay, then first I am assigning the values of that as arrays into 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Okay, so after this initialization process, this is an example of an array initialization process. Okay, so after this initialization process, what I am doing is I am just creating another pointer variable in the star ptr. Okay, in the star ptr means ptr is a pointer of type integer, isn't it? Okay, then that is equal to ARR. That means I am assigning the address, first memory location of the address of the first memory location into where ptr. Okay, in memory, what are the things that is happening when it is executing these two lines here in the ARR? That means it will create a memory location, isn't it? Like this. Then size is 5. That means it will create a memory location whose size is 5, means it will create a 5 memory location. Okay, 5 memory location. We know that for each memory location, it is corresponding with some memory address, isn't it? For say this is 1000. I can use this one. Say first memory location address is 1001, then next memory location is 1002, then next memory location is say 1003, then say next memory location is 1000, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, then last memory location address is say 1005. Okay, so these are the address of each memory location in this array. Okay, the name of the array is what? Name of the array is ARR. Okay. Type is integer type. Integer type array means only integer type value can hold this array. Okay. Then how we will access each elements in the array? How we will access each element in the array? For accessing each or particular element in an array, we need to specify the subscript, isn't it? ARR of 0, ARR of 1, ARR of 2, ARR of 3, ARR of 4. Likewise, you can access individual element in this array. Okay, so here, this is the 0th location, and this is A of 1, and this is A of 2, this is A of 3, and this is ARR of 4. Okay, so these are the memory structure after declaring this array, isn't it? Then if you assign the values 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, what will happen? Each location will get this value. First location, it will get the value 100. Second location, it will get the value 200. Okay. In third memory location, what will happen? 300. And in fourth memory location, it will get the 400. Fifth memory location, it will have 500. So these are all the values corresponding to each memory location. Okay, so this is the thing. That means ARR is the name of the array. Then A of 0, it is 100. ARR of 1, it is 200. ARR of 2, it is 300. ARR of 3, it is 400. And ARR of 4, it is 500. Okay, then we know that for each memory location, it is corresponding with the memory address. The 0th memory location address is 1001. ARR of 1 corresponding address is 1002. ARR of 2 corresponding address is 1003. ARR of 3 corresponding address is 1004. And ARR of 4 corresponding address is 1004. Just assume that. Okay, for an example only, I am explaining this. Just assume these are the memory address, these are the location, and this will be the values. Okay, then our aim is to access the values that is present in this memory locations by using pointer. Okay, that is our aim. So for that, what I have done here, I am creating a pointer PTR. That means it will create another memory location PTR. Okay, it will create another memory location PTR. Okay, that memory location is also having some value, memory address also there. Okay, for every memory location, it is corresponding with a particular address that we know that. Okay, so say this is 2001. Just assuming. Okay, then what actually I am doing? This PTR is a pointer. That means PTR can hold the address of another value. Okay, here what I have done, I am just assigning the address of ARR to PTR. Then what will happen is that it will copy the first memory location address into PTR. That means the value of PTR is equal to what? It is equal to 1001. The value of PTR is equal to 1001. That means the PTR is pointing where the first memory location. From this PTR, it is pointing the first memory location. Okay, it is pointing the first memory location. That means PTR is pointing the first memory location of the array ARR. Okay, this is what it is happening. Okay, then how we will access the remaining elements? That is what the question. Suppose here I am displaying just a star PTR. What may be the value? Star PTR. What may be the value? I am just printing like this one. Printf, printf, printf. percentage P, comma, start PTR. Start PTR. What will be the output of this statement? Anybody can guess? What will be the output of this statement? Just to print up percentage D start PTR. Here the value of PTR is 1001. The memory location 1001 is this one. Okay. Then what will be the value of this statement? What will be the output of this statement? Anybody can guess. ആർക്കെങ്കിലും പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ? എന്തായിരിക്കും ഇതിന്റെ ഔട്ട്പുട്ട്? Anybody? 100. Correct. Because PTR is pointing the first memory location. First array memory location. Actually, last class we were studied that by using start PTR, we can print the value corresponding to that memory location. Here, the memory location is 1001. Then value corresponding to that 1001 is 100. That means it will print the value 100. Okay. Then after that, after this statement, after this printf statement, here I am just what I am doing. Just after this printf statement, I am writing another printf statement, PTR plus 1. Okay. Then after that, PTR plus 1. Again, I am printing the same statement. Printf percentage D, comma, start PTR. Start PTR. And what will be the result? What will be the result? That means first it will print 100. After that, I am incrementing the value of PTR. That is PTR is equal to like this. PTR is equal to, we can write this. Or PTR is equal to PTR plus 1. Okay. Then tell me, what will be the value of this printf statement? What will be the value? No, that is wrong. That is wrong. Here, star PTR, it will increment the value 100 plus 1. No, sorry. Star PTR, it will give you the value 100. Okay. Then what I am doing? I am just incrementing the value that is present in the memory location 1000. Okay. PTR is equal to PTR plus 1. That means it will just increment 1001 to 1001 plus 1. That is, it will increment the memory location value 1001 plus 1. That is, it is equal to 1002. Okay. വ്യത്യാസം മനസ്സിലാക്കാം. Here, ഞാൻ star PTR എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ actually you will get the value. Simple PTR means you will get the value that is present in this memory location. ഈ വാല്യൂയിലാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടുക ജസ്റ്റ് PTR എന്ന് എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ. സ്റ്റാർ PTR എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? യു വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് ദ വാല്യൂ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് പോയിന്റിങ് ദിസ് മെമ്മറി ലൊക്കേഷൻ. 1001 എവിടെയാണോ പോയിന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് അതാണ് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുക. ജസ്റ്റ് PTR എന്ന് എഴുതി കഴിഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ വാല്യൂ ആണ് കിട്ടുക. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് PTR is equal to PTR plus 1 means you will get 1001 become 1002. Then next memory location 1002 like ആയിരിക്കും പോയിന്റ് ചെയ്യുക. That means you will get 200. Okay, you will get the value 200. Okay, you will get the value 200. Okay. Then again you are incrementing the value PTR is equal to PTR plus 1. Then it will point to next memory location. Then it will print next value 300. Then again if you are incrementing PTR is equal to PTR plus 1. what will happen? It will increment the memory address. That means it will point to the next memory location. That means you will get the next value 400. Okay, then if you increment one more value of PTR, then you will get the next memory location value. That means it will get to 500. Okay, whenever you are incrementing the value of PTR, it will increment this address value. Okay, initially it was 1001. Then if you increment it with 1, then it will point to next memory location. Then if you increment one more times, it will point to another memory location. That is, initially it was 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So by using that star PTR, you can access the value corresponding to that memory location. Okay. That means if you write 1000 PTR plus 3 or PTR plus 4, then what will happen? Actually, suppose, say initially PTR was 1001, isn't it? 1001. Okay. Then you are writing an statement like this: PTR is equal to PTR is equal to what? PTR plus 3. What will happen? It will add 3 with 1001. Okay, that means you will get the 1004. Value is now the value of PTR is equal to 1004. Okay, then when you print the star PTR, what will be the result? Star PTR. You will get the value corresponding to the memory location 1004. So that means you will get the value 400. Okay, so that is how we will access array elements by using pointers. Okay, array elements by using pointers. You can access that. So this is an example. Here we can see an example here. Okay. So first int a is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That means it will create a, in memory, what it will happen? It will create a memory location, isn't it? Okay, then for each memory location, how many memory location it will create? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 memory location. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first value, so this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this will be the 3, this is 4. Okay, name of the array is A. Then for each location, it is corresponding with the one memory location, say 101, 102, then this is 103, then 104, and this memory address is 105. Just assuming that. Okay, then these are the values in each memory location: 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Then after this statement, what I have done, I am creating a pointer P. Okay, here I am creating a pointer P. Okay, name of the pointer is P. Okay, P, and P, and I am assigning the array address to that pointer. That means the pointer P will get the address of the first memory location. That means it will get 101. Okay, the pointer P will get the array of the first memory location. That means P will point the first memory location. Okay, then if you use a for loop, initially I is equal to 0, then I less than 5, I plus plus. What I am doing is I am printing the value of each memory location. How can I print the value? We know that p, actually the value of p now it is 101, isn't it? Okay, then what I am doing, printf percentage d star pt p plus I. Initial value of p is 1001 plus I. The value of I is equal to 0. Okay, so p plus I means it is 1001. Then what it will do, star p plus I. Then it will print the first value. That means it will print 10. Okay, then what for the next iteration, what will happen? It will increment the value of 5, isn't it? Okay, so initially I was 0. Then after the first iteration, the value of I is equal to 1. Okay, so I plus plus, then I less than 5, though, so 1 is less than 5, 1 is less than 5, that is correct. Then it will add, it will print the statement, that is percentage d star p plus I. Now the value of p was 1001, then p plus I means 1001 plus 1. Now we will get the value 1000. Now the value changed to 1002. Then it will print the value corresponding to that memory location. So the value of p now it is 1002. That means it will print the value corresponding to this memory location. That means it will print the value 2 in D. Then for the next iteration, it will increment the memory address to 3. Okay, it will increment the memory address to 3. That is, now it will become 3. That means it will point the next memory location. It will print the next value. Then after the third iteration, it will increment to the next memory location. It will print the next value. Likewise, it will print all the elements that is present in this array. But here we are using pointer for displaying all the elements. Okay, so this is how we will access the array elements using pointer. Okay, so this is how we will access array elements using pointer. Okay. Suppose the same question they asked you to write the total sum of all the elements present in the array by using pointer. Then how you will write the sum? How you will find the total sum? How you will find the total sum of all the elements in this array? Anybody? How you will find the total sum? By using this logic, pointer logic. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പോയിന്ററിന്റെ ലോജിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായിനാ? പോയിന്റർ ലോജിക്ക് ഒന്നുകൂടെ പറയണോ? Actually, pointer എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്കറിയാം, it is used to point the memory locations. Okay, it is used to point the memory locations. So here we know that here we are declaring an array. Okay, so for every memory location we know that it is corresponding with some address. Okay, here, so we are declaring an array whose size is 5. So these are the elements in that array: 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, then we know that for each array there is corresponding with an address. Okay, then here I am using a pointer to hold the address of the first memory location in the array. Okay, so for that what I have done, I am just using an assignment statement, that is int star p is equal to a. Int star p is equal to a. Okay, so that means it will assign the first memory location value to where? The pointer 1001. That you, അത് ക്ലിയർ അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, അതായത് ഇൻറ്റ് സ്റ്റാർ പി ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു എ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആക്ച്വലി ഇറ്റ് വിൽ assign the first memory location value to p. Okay, then if you print star p means what way you will get? You will get the value of the first memory location, isn't it? Okay, then if you increment the value of p with 1, That means now initially the value of p was 101. Then if you increment that to 102, okay, then what will happen? It will point to the next memory location. Okay, then if you increment the value of p with 203, what will happen? It will find the next memory location. Okay, 104, what will happen? It will point the next memory location. Then if you increment the value 105, what will happen? It will point the next memory location. Oh, sorry. ഞാനത് ടൈം ഞാൻ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. ഓക്കെ. സോ നമുക്ക് നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ എടുക്കാം. ഞാൻ 10-20 ആണെന്ന് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തത്. നിങ്ങളുടെ അറ്റൻഡൻസ് പറഞ്ഞോളൂ. ബാക്കി പോർഷൻസ് നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ എടുക്കാം. റെയ്ഹാൻ, ഷസ്, അമാന റഹ്മാൻ, സരിക, അമൽ പി, ഖദീജ, ഫസ്ന, പൃഥുൽ, വിനയ, റിൻസി, സയന, നസ്രി, അതുൽ, ഫർഹാന, ചന്ദന, അന്വയ, ആദിത്യ, അഭിരാഗ്, അക്ഷയ, അഭിജിത്ത്, ആര്യ, അങ്കിത, ഹിബ ഫാത്തിമ, രഖിൽ എ, റാനിയ, ആർദ്ര അനിൽ, ദിയ ടി എം, സൂര്യനന്ദ, അമയ, സിക്ത, അനുശ്രീ, അദ്വൈത്, അഭിജിത്ത്, അതുൽ എ, നന്ദന രാജ്, ദിയാസി, അഭിൻ വി കെ, ജയദീപ്, അനുശ്രീ, സ്നേഹ, അഫ്ര ഫാത്തിമ, മുഹമ്മദ് സെയിൻ, ഫാത്തിമ, ജുമീന. ഓക്കെ, ഇത്രയും പേരാണുള്ളത് അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, ബാക്കി നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ എടുക്കാം. താങ്ക് യു.